Hi everyone, how do you do? I hope you are doing well. I am fine, thank you. And as usual, I'm so excited for another live because it gives me an opportunity to interact with you all. And you know how we do it here. As you come on, please say hello in the comment section below. Let me know where you are watching me from. And do give the video a thumbs up because it is free. It helps to motivate me, and also it signals the algorithms to know that there is something good going on here. And do also share this video with other people that may benefit from it, so that we all can move forward together. So if you are watching me for the first time, my name is Eva Mtali, and I do videos mostly about relocating abroad. I talk about traveling. I also talk about studying abroad, working abroad, and even just traveling for play. So if any of those topics are exciting to you, you want to make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. So as you can see from this video, this is basically a continuation of a live that I did 2 days ago, where I shared with you guys some changes that happened to the Canada immigration system, the most popular immigration pathway, which is express entry. And I'm just gonna give a lot more information about that as I had promised. So the Minister of Immigration, Sean Fraser, announced that there's gonna be some changes to express entry, and it's not gonna be business as usual. So previously what used to happen is that when you submitted your profile on express entry, they would just every 2 weeks they would get a cutoff point, and then everybody who met that cutoff point would be invited to apply for permanent residence. So for example, in the most recent draw, the cutoff point was 485, and anybody who had 485 and above was invited to apply for permanent residence. But moving forward, beginning sometime this summer, it's going to be a little bit different. So how IRCC is going to be inviting people, it's going to be category-based rounds of invitation. So candidates will be invited who are eligible for a specific category established by the minister to meet an identified economic goal. And there are 6 main categories that are being considered in this year, 2023. So the first one is candidates who have a strong French language proficiency. So if you have a strong French language proficiency, but for some reason you haven't been meeting the cutoff points, this is your time to shine. So go and submit your express entry profile. It doesn't matter what your points are, as long as you speak French. There's going to be a preference for candidates with a strong French language proficiency. And then the next category, the next 5 categories are for people who have work experience in the different fields I'm going to mention. So I'm going to talk about the main categories, and then I'm going to give you the specific professions under each category. So number 1, we have candidates with a strong French language proficiency. So that's number 1. And then the second category will be healthcare. And I'm going to give you details of what occupations under healthcare. And then number 2 is gonna be the STEMs, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And then number 4, we have trades, and here we are talking about carpenters, we are talking about plumbers, we are talking about contractors. And then number 5, we have the transport sector. So we have different occupations under the transport sector. And last but not least, we have the agriculture and agri-food. So candidates are going to be invited to apply for permanent residence based on those criteria that I have mentioned. And before, let's say, for example, if there's going to be a draw like next week, IRCC is going to announce the chosen categories in advance, and they will continue to, so as much as there's going to be this category-based express entry draws, IRCC will continue to invite candidates with a provincial or territorial nomination through general and provincial nominee program specific rounds. So as long as you have demonstrated that you have the skills, you have the education and work experience to contribute to a particular province or a territory's economy, then you will still be invited. So as I've mentioned, there are those 6 categories for 2023. So what you will need to do is, if you are in any one of those categories, you need to submit your profile so that whenever they're gonna do a draw, they will find that your profile already exists. So I'm gonna quickly take you to my computer so that we can take a look specifically what is covered under each category. So you can see right here, this is the Canada immigration website, canada.ca, and this is how you find out if you're eligible for each category. So for example, we have here French language proficiency. To be eligible, you must have French language test results that show a minimum score of 7 in all 4 language abilities on the Niveau de Compétence Linguistique Canadien. That is like the IELTS for the French speakers. And then you meet all the requirements in the instructions for that particular round. And full eligibility details will be available in the instructions for each round. And then we have the next category is healthcare. So you can see here, to be eligible, you must have accumulated within the past 3 years at least 6 months of continuous work experience. So guys, you can see this is a little different from the general express entry, which usually requires 1 year. For this new PR program, you're gonna need just 6 months, and it can be in Canada or abroad in a single occupation listed below. So these are the occupations: audiologists and speech language pathologists, chiropractors, dentists, dietitians and nutritionists, education counselors, general practitioners and family physicians, instructors of persons with disabilities, kinesiologists and other professional occupation in therapy and assessment, licensed practical nurses, and massage therapists. So if you're a massage therapist, mumefikiwa, you can now be one of those who immigrate through these categories. And then under STEM, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, same thing. You just need 6 months of continuous work experience within the past 3 years. And these are the specific, this one had the most occupations being considered. We have architects, architecture and science managers. We have business systems specialists. We have civil engineers, computer and information systems managers, computer engineers except software engineers and designers. We have computer systems developers and programs. We have cybersecurity specialists, data scientists, database analysts, and data administrators. And then we have electrical and electronics managers, engineering managers, industrial and manufacturing engineers, information systems specialists, land surveyors, landscape architects, mathematicians, statisticians, and actuaries, metallurgical and materials engineers, natural and applied science policy researchers, consultants and program officers, software developers and programmers. And then we have software engineers and designers, urban and land use planners, web designers, web developers, and programmers. So those are the occupations that qualify under STEM. And then for trades, again, it's still 6 months of continuous work experience within the past 3 years. So if you are a residential and commercial installer and services, elevator constructors and mechanics, machine fitters, heating, refrigeration, and air conditioning mechanics, construction millwrights and industrial mechanics. There's somebody who was asking me about immigrating to Canada as a millwright. Here is your opportunity. We have carpenters, we have plumbers, electricians except industrial and power system, welders and related machine operators, contractors and supervisors, other construction traders, installers, repairers, and servicers. So these are the ones that fall under the trades. And then we have transport occupations. Specifically, we have aircraft assemblers and aircraft assembly inspectors, transport truck drivers, railway traffic controllers and marine traffic regulators, engineer officers, water transport, deck officers, water transport, air transport, traffic controllers, and related occupations. We have pilots, flight engineers, and flying instructors. We have aircraft mechanics and aircraft inspectors, railway carmen and women, what were SGR. Then we have managers in transport. And then under agriculture, again, the requirement is just 6 months of continuous work experience in a single occupation below in the past 3 years. So here we have contractors and supervisors, landscaping, grounds maintenance, and horticultural services. We have agricultural service contractors and farm supervisors. And then we have butchers, retail, and wholesale. So guys, if you are in any one of those occupations that I have mentioned, then all you have to do is submit your application or your profile on Express Entry. And to do so, you're gonna need to have, among other things, you have to do the IELTS exam for English speakers or the French exam for French speakers. And then you're also gonna, if your education is from an institution that is not in Canada, then you're gonna need to have your credentials assessed. The one I have experience with is WES, WES, but there's like 4 other agencies that are authorized by IRCC for you to have your credentials assessed. So please have your credentials assessed and then submit your profile, because if you are invited to apply for permanent residence because you meet any one of these categories, then you will only have 60 days to claim your invitation to apply. And that basically means you submit your application for permanent residence by submitting all documents that support any claims that you had in your profile. So the draws under the new categories are expected to start later this summer. So you don't want to be locked out. Please do all that is needful. And if you're wondering where the new categories, why are there these new Express Entry categories? The new categories are aimed to fill vacant positions throughout Canada. So previously, IRCC would just blindly put a cutoff point without caring who is in that bracket, which professions, what are their skill sets, what are their language proficiencies. But right now, IRCC is taking a targeted approach to immigration. They want to make sure that whoever is coming into Canada fits the labor needs, or is going to reduce the labor shortage, as well as to grow. They also want to grow the prominence of the French language in French minority communities outside of Quebec. So that's why so currently the only French, officially French province is Quebec, and then the only officially bilingual province in Canada is New Brunswick. So Canada is actively wanting to grow the prominence of French outside of Quebec, and that's why they are actively inviting candidates who are proficient in French. But they also are inviting these other 86 occupations because they are hoping to reduce the labor shortages that are in these sectors, in these areas, in these industries. So category-based draws were expected to begin this year following the changes that were made in June 2022 to the Immigration and Refugee Protection Act. And the changes give the minister the authority to select immigrants based on the key attributes that support Canada's economic priorities. So guys, anytime beginning probably next month, you're going to start seeing this kind of draws coming in. And of course, you want to keep it locked here for any updates on anything that is going on in Canada immigration and the world over. Thank you for staying to the end. I will quickly read your comments and then we'll wrap this up. So I can see Felicitas is saying hi. Chioniso is saying good morning. Nasi is saying hi. Eva, I'm watching from Johannesburg. Williams is saying hello. Nasi is asking how to contact me. My email address is evamtali@gmail.com. I will pin it somewhere. But if you check the, in the description box at the bottom of this video, my email address is there, but I'm going to pin it here. If you are watching this video after the live, just replay the chat and you will find my email. Just replay the chat. So that is evamtali@gmail.com. And guys, those who are not aware, we have a TikTok channel. It is blazing. It is amazing, amazing. Please join me on TikTok, Evamtali, Travel with Eva Mtali. If you just search, you're gonna find me there. It's really fun. We are having a lot of fun there. Percy is saying hello, Eva. Hi. Who else? Felicitas asked, how can we contact you? I want to migrate to Kenya. My email address, let me pin it here. I'm entering, but I'm gonna pin it here. Oduro is asking my email address. Cucho is a welder from Italy. Hi. Akulu Anita is saying hi. Kwame, your email. Yeah, my email is up there, evamtali@gmail. Pauline Nis is saying, great work. I have insights on how people can travel to work globally and the in-demand skill set in relation to the future of work. I hope that we can collaborate on a live soon. Asante. Yeah, sure. Please DM me on my email, evamtali@gmail.com, and let's organize a live. I am all for all the collaborations. Barry saying good morning. Hi. So I think I have read all your comments, and guys, do share the video. And just for those people who are viewing me from Kenya and Zimbabwe, I hope you have submitted your applications for if you want to work on a cruise ship. Carnival representatives are going to be in Nairobi on the 5th and 6th, and they will be in Harare, Zimbabwe on the 8th and 9th of June. Please submit your applications. Details are here on this channel. I'm also sharing details on my TikTok account. So I'm wishing you guys all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please do share this video, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye guys, always a pleasure.